You never quite know what to expect when you head through the inlet. Some days it'll be nothing but sun and fun, and other days are, well, just a little rougher than others, just like some of the things we'll witness in this episode of Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down here at beautiful Haulover Inlet. Kind of a little bit of a mixed bag today. Be interesting to see how our captains fare. And that's going to bring us to the first round of our contest. And here in the first round, the boats are going to toss a concept in the ring to see if they can go ahead and get on the board first. But let's go, round one, ring the bell, and here we go. Cap's making his way in. They're kind of taking the slow roll, and Granny almost falls over. They wind up going up. The boat kind of rocks a little bit. She starts to roll out of the seat, showing that it can be just a little rough, and you can get some unexpected blows down here if you're not paying attention. Now, fortunately, they look okay the rest of the way in, even though they're going to have to deal with this yacht wake, but Granny did almost go down, and Haulover's definitely thrown them off their game as she waves to one of the drones in the air. But I'm going to go ahead and give this first round over to Haulover Inlet. And that's going to give Haulover the early 1-0 advantage as we move into the second round of our contest. And here in the second round, the boats are going to toss a Grady White in the ring to see if they can go ahead and get back on the board. And let's go! Captain's got it up on plane, working his way out, letting the boat do its job. And of course, we've got some crew standing up on the back here, hanging on. Little Haulover cowgirl action as they work their way out. Overall, look pretty solid. One of the big things today is going to be contending with boat wake, and fortunately for these guys, they really didn't have any, and they were able to get the boat up on plane, let the boat do its thing, and easily make their way out of the inlet without any issues, and easily take a win for the boats here in the second round, which will now move us to the third round of our contest. We are tied at 1 apiece, and here in the third round, I can't quite figure out exactly what boat this is, so it's kind of a mystery boat to me. Let me know in the comments if you know what brand this one is, but I can tell you what is going on here is this boat is in trouble. They are having some sort of mechanical issue and are trying to get the motor started again, and Haulover is one of the worst places to have this. It's a busy inlet, ton of boat traffic, which means you're going to get yourself worked around by the wake, but on top of that, the current absolutely rips through here. So if you're coming through Haulover and you break down, you're probably either getting dragged back in or out of the inlet based on the way the current happens to be running at that time. And if you get unfortunate like this crew, you'll wind up stuck in between a yacht. You're going to wind up getting yourself worked as they wind up hitting the wake of this and get sent into the side of the bridge. Unfortunately for this crew, due to this incident, they're going to wind up taking a loss for the boat, even though Haulover didn't have to work that hard on that one. And that's going to bring us to the fourth round of the contest. Haulover up 2-1, but here in the fourth round, the boats are going to toss an MTI in the ring, a Haulover Slayer, to see if they can go ahead and try and get this one tied back up and take us to a fifth round. So our crew here's got a slow start for a boat that should be coming in pretty quick, but when it gets a little rough, these cats can get a little squirrely, but still, these boats want to be up on top of the waves. Really, they want to kind of eat it up a little bit and get the boat up there and just let it skip across the top. So Cap's trying to take it easy, got a little bit of a following seat. He definitely wants to make sure he doesn't stuff the bow as they're coming in, but overall plays it safe, and it works out for them, and they wind up making it into Haulover without any major issues. I'm curious if they could have come in just a little faster, but overall when we see it from the air, it doesn't look bad at all, and they wind up taking the win in this round, which will take us to the fifth and final round of our competition. We are now tied at 2 apiece. Who will take the win in this one? Will it be the boats or Haulover? Let's find out, as the boats are going to toss a Robalo in the ring to try and close it out. Let's see if they can wind up pulling off the win on this one. So taking it easy, crew waving to the cameras in the air as they try and work their way out. So Cap's not rolling too hard on this one, doesn't really have the boat up on plane, and our girl is bouncing around on the deck. Unfortunately, it's gotten a little rough down here. She winds up taking a couple good smacks as they're working their way out, and they're going to make their way out, but I got a feeling she's going to remember this one as she gets herself worked around, and I'm going to go ahead and give this one to Haulover as Cap has to wind up slowing it down due to how rough it got here at the end, and that means Haulover's going to take the win in this episode. Thanks for watching, crew. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Boats vs. Haulover. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel Broncos Guru does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got the Miami Boat Ramps channel that focuses on all the hilarity that happens at the boat ramps in South Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.